Good morning, everybody. So this is the keynote presentation which I was supposed to give at 10 o'clock, but I thought I'll give it later because I want some audience to hear the stories. Okay, so I'm going to talk about contextual commerce. Commerce is my bread and butter. I love it. I'm an enthusiast. I tell myself as a commerce enthusiast, and I'll tell something from my own experience, contextual commerce, but I'll merge it to the story of Phygital because we are in a Phygital convention. So the number you are seeing on the screen is the number of stores which got closed last year. 10,000 stores got closed. And like many retailers may say that what I was talking about, you are starting a presentation with retail apocalypse, which we call this, right? Retail apocalypse. The stores getting closed in the US, the stores getting closed in Europe, the stores getting closed in India for different reasons. And the reasons are known to all of our retailers, and we know how the footfalls are coming down after pandemic. At times they are only going to the food market, etc. But what is going beyond is something which we are going to discuss today. So while retail has this apocalyptic figure, e-commerce is growing. And if you want to know the number, $5.8 trillion is the number which happened last year as overall online sale worldwide. You may not get a perspective what this $5.8 trillion means because you don't have anything to compare to. So, but if I say the growth is 24% year on year, then you can get some context. Because retail grows in a space of 5 to 6%, whereas e-com is growing at a rate of 24%. So you can understand the growth increase here. How many of you knows about Singles Day? I'll just put a context over here. How many of you know Singles Day? Okay. Few of you know about it. Okay. So Singles Day is celebrated on November 11th, right? And this is basically for the singles of Chinese consumer, and they buy a lot from the Chinese websites like Alibaba, Taobao, etc. Right? And do you know the number of sale that happened last year in Singles Day? Any idea? It's $157 billion. $157 billion. Now I'll give you a context. What is $157 billion? So if you think about H&M in the same year 2022, they made a business of $22 billion. In a whole fiscal year, they made a business of $22 billion. So that means in a Singles Day, that is, China, one particular website makes 7 H&M stores sell. So that is the magnitude of e-commerce. So we are not afraid of buying from online anymore, right? So we are very confident, and we know that every payment gateways are trustworthy, every brands are trustworthy, and we buy it. So that is not a challenge. Of course, the challenge is to deliver those products on time. Quick commerce are coming up. Every digital platform is trying to get it delivered quickly. So that is a challenge, and that will always be there because our demand is always very, very diminishing timeline all the time. And this is something I don't have to show it by some charts or graphs. You all know, that mobile is the major traffic bearer for our online commerce, right? And this is the chart which shows. We actually do a lot of live events. We join a lot of live events. We do our own film shooting. We become our film crew. We do our TikTok videos. We go to different hotels. We do vlogging. And then we watch it as if we were not there. It's very bizarre, right? Like we just create an atmosphere. And if you just look around here also, look around us. We are like together, alone, with our own media experiences in palm of our hand. So this is what we do. This is what our life is. It's bizarre, but it's true. And that's what e-com is booming, and e-commerce growth is there. But what is the future will look like if this goes on? So I'll just show you my thought about the end of the world. So this may be the end of the world. It may be my prediction, but what I just wanted to say is this. So maybe we'll be on the diminishing state, but we will not forget to click the picture, right? This is what is happening all over the world. So, but what lies beyond mobile? That is a question. So now mobile is one thing. Now we are in a Phygital convention. I have to talk something about retail because otherwise people will kill me. So what lies beyond mobile is basically the mantra for my next slides. And that is IoT, Internet of Things, where all the sensors are connected together. We have devices connected together. We have conversational commerce. We have contextual commerce. So those are taking shape. So as an example, the filter you're seeing, the Brita filter, what is being shown over here, you can buy it in Amazon. That Brita filter can reorder its cartridge by itself. So you really do not have to think about it anymore. You just purchase it. When the cartridge gets in the poor state, they will order themselves. So you really don't have to think about all this mandate work which e-commerce is providing to us. Then we have Alexa at home, and they are always listening. So they are listening to all your demands. They will order for you on behalf of you. So you really don't have to care about all of those things. Okay, so then what's going on then? What's going to be the future look like? Will we be like living in a life of algorithm? Will Facebook will always tell me what to like? Will Amazon will tell me what to buy? Will Spotify will always tell me what to listen? And Netflix will tell me what to see? So these particular platforms had made our life in a stupendous way that how we'll discover new products. They will build the algorithm to let us know about new products, new services. It's not in our hand anymore. So we are living a life which is based on algorithm. But what will happen to the future of retail now? One state of my mind says retail apocalyptical view, which says that retail will be over and people will only come online. But my other part of my brain, my good angel, says that it's not possible. We cannot have always talking to your artificial intelligence. We cannot talk to the machine all the time. We are social animal. We'll definitely come out and we'll explore things ourselves, right? So this happy faces of customers should be back, and how is the bigger question. Now, what's happening in the landscape is something which I was just exploring when I was doing the research on this. When I was talking about Amazon, I was talking about e-commerce growth. When I'm seeing that, I can also see that Amazon is actually opening offline store. If they're that great in online channel, then why are they opening offline store? And it is not only Amazon. There are multiple online retailers who are actually opening offline stores. Then I really started thinking why they are doing this. And then I realized, as a brand, you cannot actualize yourself until and unless you have a solid emotional connection with your consumer, right? And that can only happen when you are at the store, right? So that actualization only happens when you are in front of your sales rep, you are in front of a store, you are exploring a lot of SKUs, right? But do you think the store of future will look like what the store of past was? Will that work? Because what was the fundamental, understanding of a store was that you will be having some static catalogs, you will be having pricing information, and you will be having the stock, and then you will be doing a purchase, and then it's done. But that you can do with any other medium. You can do it in social commerce, you can do it, online channels, you can do it D2C brands. So then if the store remains as it is, then definitely people will be distracted. People will not go there because it is not something very exciting. So what people want is that on top of that, they want some excitement in their life, some experience, some context. So they need some context to go to the store. And what type of context you can build. So if you look into this particular store which I am showing right now, it's a Trotter of Germany. So Trotter of Germany is a store which sells sports gear, adventure gears. And the man who has created this company is an adventurous himself. So each part of this particular store is itself a visual experience of adventure. You can do kayak, you can do scuba dive, you can do tenting, etc., etc. So you can do all of those things in this particular store, and this cannot be fulfilled by online commerce. You have to go, you have to have this excitement going. Another example, this is Sonos. Sonos is a makers of wireless speaker. But the founder of Sonos actually told to their investor that I want to make the store look like not a speaker selling unit. They had created private pods, listening pods. So people can go with their friends, they can hang out there, they can create music, and that's what they are doing. And they have created in London one Sonos studio. So that Sonos studio is so popular for the artists. They come there and create music. So this is the future of store look like. This is Tom Shoe. Tom Shoe again, sell shoes. But again, the founder said that I do not want to sell shoe. I want to bring community with their dogs, have chats, etc., etc. And they have created such a community-driven network over there that they are not only distributing products, they are distributing experiences, they are selling stories. Now it's more about stories, less about stores. So this is what we need today, that we need context to drive our traffic to our stores. Digital is part of our life. Phygital will definitely be there because we have to combine digital with our physical presence, but you have to bring context to bring your traffic. I want to end this with this particular slide. What is this? Bus stop? Yeah. So what does a bus stop do? You have people sitting there, and they just wait for the bus. When the bus comes, they are off, right? That is the typical bus stop's work. And if you just think about it, this is also our retail store, 100 years old. It worked. You have a store where products were there and it was sold. But if you change this into a little bit of context, then the bus stop can look like this. So this is another bus stop in Montreal. So here they have added a little bit of change in perspective where people can also enjoy their time. The old bus stop was not enjoyable, but this bus stop is enjoyable, exciting. So this is what means contextual commerce driving phygital business. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed the session. If you want to have my number, it's there. And back to the jury work. Thank you.